What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dubcast, the official podcast for economists, partiers, and politicians alike. We got we got Afak up in here, and we got Ethan and myself and Will. What's going on, everybody?
I'm doing pretty
Doing
well. How
stuff
y'all doing today?
Yes, sir.
pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good.
I'm doing mighty fine, but something got me a little upset over the past few days, and I think y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, y'all definitely know what I'm talking about. It's the little fiasco that happens at the what's the high school?
At our high school.
Yeah, yeah, at our
William
Our high school.
yeah. There's a little issue. See, I don't know exactly why, or I don't even know why they did this, but then they like turn
Who
on.
the fuck thought of this idea?
Didn't they turn on the lights at the football field or do some shit, and
Yeah,
then
so they
every
were gonna. So it was gonna be a thing where they were
Hey,
gonna
Will,
turn on
talk,
all the
talk
lights.
more close, a little bit more closer to your mic.
All right. So it was supposed to be about the football. They were gonna turn on the lights for the football stadium, and like people could just drive by and oh my bad boys. I know why. Drive by and uh, look at the stadium lights for the seniors, but all the seniors parked in the parking lot and freaking started partying. Like, dude, it was like a goddamn rave out there.
and I just so obviously that's not a very smart decision, and it
No,
got it got
obviously
it,
not.
it got a little bit of media attention, and I just feel like it's funny at this point. It's a meme at this point with how much uh negative attention that our high school has gotten in the media.
Because earlier we got negative attention for what's it called? When we took away.
The
Uh,
valedictorian.
yeah, exactly.
And well, I mean, it even goes back further than that with, you know, the teacher that said she was gonna lynch the kid in middle school, right? That was like
Oh
that
my
was like
god.
the first kind of major thing that happened. And then we had the kid, it was during Black History Month that he said some not so nice things about African American people, and he was being recorded saying that, and he knew he was
Yeah, he
being
said that to
recorded.
my boy Akari. Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to
Dude,
Akari.
that went all over the country, dude.
that was pretty big. That was a very big deal, and I think he got punished for it. He did not get expelled, but he decided to move to a different school anyways, and never show his face in Mason High School again. I think that was probably a smart decision on his part because
He would
there.
have gotten his ass whooped.
Well, yeah, to put it that way, he definitely would have gotten that. And and recently, like what was it? Last or it was like the start of this year, they took away the valedictorian, which was also a national headline because that's just fucking ridiculous. Why would you take away valedictorian? They said it was to promote I
It was to
guess.
make everyone feel equal and not make people have to like overwork for a grade, right? But I mean, that's just part of what made Mason.
That's just what makes high school, really. I mean, everyone has a valedictorian. There's always going to be the top person in the class, and to take that away from someone, I mean, just think about whoever was the senior this year, and whoever was going to work their asses off, and whoever was the top of the class. Now they can't get recognized for it. Just think about how much. I mean,
Yeah,
usually
I mean,
it
I'd
looks
be pretty
very
damn
good.
mad.
Usually it looks very good on your resume to say, hey, I was a fucking valedictorian, right? I was the top of the class. Now no one at Mason High School can say that. And now, with the recent national headlines
Well,
that
hey,
are.
hey, one more thing about the valedictorian. The one of the main reasons why they said they took it away was because well, they said adults were pushing a lot of their kids too hard because they wanted their kids to have that, and it was less of their kids' decision, which I do understand. But instead of taking it away in general, they should maybe communicate more about, hey, you probably shouldn't force your kids to do that. It could cause like bad mental health issues.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
I just
I feel like it's just part of parenting. I mean, you can't
Yeah, but that's a
punish a
little intense,
parent for
bro.
parenting. Yeah,
That's
but a parent can parent however they want their child to be.
I'm a
That's
but
their
can't but
child.
I mean
so
the
this
school. I
is
mean they can, but shouldn't the school like kind of don't get me wrong, I think it should 100% be an option. But don't you think the school should probably communicate a little bit to all the parents that, hey, it might not be the most healthy thing for your kid to strive that hard at a school like this that's already very college like?
This is what our principal Bobby Dodd said. This is a direct quote from the man himself. He says that this will help reduce the overall competitive culture at MHS to allow students to focus on exploring learning opportunities that are of interest to them.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It
I
is
think that
ridiculous. I just think he's saying a bunch of mumbo jumbo just to sound good for the media. That's what I think. That's my
I agree with
perspective.
that. I mean, did you
That's
see
really
the
what I
interview?
think.
So he got interviewed for ABC because the most recent issue, which we talked about with the football field, he got interviewed for. Uh, I believe it was on ABC and Fox News, but the interview was for ABC, and I mean, he looked like he was a little bit shaken up in the interview, to say the least. He was only had like a 30-second interview, but he said what he said. Basically, to wrap it up, is he didn't. The school didn't plan on all this happened, but I think it was very ignorant not to think about the possible things that could have came from doing all this.
No, that was Jonathan Cooper, the
Or Jonathan
superintendent
Cooper.
that
Yeah,
said
my
that.
fault.
Yeah.
I apologize. I didn't
Yeah,
mean
So
to
no.
name drop the
Yeah,
wrong name.
Jonathan Cooper pretty much said we didn't expect that to happen.
you didn't
when you
expect
have
that to happen.
Yeah, when you have 500 or 800 people in a
I mean,
grade,
but
you don't expect
have
people to like
four,
not follow rules.
but you have three juniors in high school who clearly saw that happening. So I don't know. I don't know. It's really not adding up to me. So
And we
that's my two.
also we also decided that that AFAC would kind of be the special guest instead of the secretary because AFAC himself is a senior that goes to our high school. AFAC, what are your thoughts?
I mean, definitely seniors are going through a lot. That's one thing I can say, especially it being their senior year. That you really want to cherish the moments, considering you won't be at high school anymore. And for this whole pandemic to just pop out of nowhere, it's kind of I don't know, it's kind of shocking and normally doesn't happen. So it's kind of reason why the seniors decided to break the federal order and you know just did what they did the other day.
Affect. Do you think there's it's justified for them to do that?
No, not at all.
Okay, I agree with that. I don't think it's justified at
So
all.
you're saying that there's a line that was crossed that night?
100%. I think anybody looking, I mean, some people still can't see the line that it was crossed, and I don't know. At that point, I don't even know what to think. If you don't think there's a line crossed, I'm sorry to say, but your opinion is wrong. I don't care.
I would love
That's
to have a
ridiculous.
conversation with someone that doesn't think that those people were in the wrong. I just don't get it.
Because listen, they're not thinking of the actual cost of them doing that. Like
Right.
they're just gonna they're just thinking about, oh, let's just jump up and down, let's have fun. It's gonna be a good time until your parents have coronavirus. You know
Right.
what
You
I'm
can't.
saying?
I mean, a lot of people our age oh, we'll fight it off. Fight it off. There's nothing to be afraid of. But you know what is to be afraid of? The way that it can pass down to your family and people that you hang around. I mean, you should think about that. I mean, come on now.
Right, the coronavirus is not in Mason right now. But dude, like once people start doing this stuff, what happened? No, we're talking about how the seniors were raving the other night at the football stadium.
I just think that not even not even thinking about the consequences of the coronavirus itself, but now look at how they're making our high school look. I mean, we've already received enough media attention enough negative media attention like we talked about. But now it's getting even worse, and it's getting to the point where people are just thinking about Mason High School. You hear the word Mason High School, and you just think, "Wow, that place is fucking insane." And I don't blame people who think like that.
Right. I mean, dude, like, imagine like we think Middletown like has like crazy ass fights, but dude, we have the most ridiculous stuff happen at our school, dude. And it's like every single year, some like we're always in the news. Like I
I think it's
bet
because
like
we have such a big school, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna
There's
say,
so much that can happen in such a big school.
I mean,
There's so many kids in it,
when you have thousands of kids in the school, right?
and
Stuff,
thousands of teachers.
right? Stuff like that.
Not thousands, I'm sorry, but like a lot.
Okay, okay. Stuff like that is bound to happen, where some people may act out of line, some stuff may happen. Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. But to have this many stuff happen every single year, we made fucking national headlines probably like what 3 years in a row at this point. I mean, that's kind of worrisome. You know what I'm saying? That's a little. You look at that and you're just like, maybe that shouldn't happen.
I think I agree with
for
that.
sure. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, maybe that shouldn't happen for sure, dude. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I just think Mason is kind of like. I feel like it's because they're losing their grasp that they used to. Like, just think back in the day, like, teachers could, like, tell you you can't do something, and you couldn't do that. Where now, they can't do anything. Like,
Facts.
what are they gonna do? Like, stop you? Like, tackle you?
I mean, there's definitely nothing you can do about. I mean, how many people even showed up? Do you guys know?
Over
I
100.
mean,
Over a
Yeah,
hundred
probably.
people?
oh yeah, dude. Like, they're
Jeez.
having all these people come into, like a small parking lot, dude.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure it was but I'm pretty sure people weren't supposed to park there. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure no one was supposed to park, and everyone was just supposed to like drive by and look at the football stadium.
what the
But
hell? What was that even for? Like, what? What is the
I don't
point?
know. Like we're supposed to like look like remember like the athletes. I don't know. I really don't know, dude. But like I think it was stupid. I think it was kind of nonsense. I don't think that we should be all watching a football stadium while all hell's breaking loose. And like, I mean, what do you expect? You didn't even lock the like fucking parking lots up. Like, we literally have gates on every parking lot, and the one time they could be used, we don't use them.
Right.
Like, so who was making these ideas? Dude?
Right.
Exactly.
I want to know who said that that was okay
Right.
to have
Like,
people
on
come
now.
to the school to look at the football stadium. Seriously? Seriously? What do you think is gonna happen at that point?
Like, dude, who's gonna actually just go there and look?
Right, dude. Like, people
a
can't
picture,
even leave their
like, what?
houses
Right.
unless they have a good reason, and they gave them the best reason to walk out
To
and
look at a
socialize.
football field.
Right. Like,
Not to watch a football game. To look at the field.
Affect, do you know anyone that went?
I know a good amount of people that went.
All right.
It was
Can you
just
tell me about what
majority
they
of them
said
were
about it?
senior.
Did
But
you
what-
ask any of them about it? Did you talk to them about it?
No, I haven't really talked to anyone about it. But like most people, like there were some people who stayed in their cars and followed that 6 feet order and were just like sitting in their car chilling, and there were others who were also like they had music up, they were dancing, they were all in a crowd, more than 10 people. So it was
So
everyone
vote
was
to
doing something.
everyone.
Oh, so it wasn't a lot of people
It was like close to 100, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so that
jumping
wasn't
up and down.
I mean, it went down as soon as the police showed up.
Jesus.
Oh,
But I mean, what are they gonna do? Arrest 100 kids? Like, what can you do
Nah.
at that point?
No, I'm just playing. They can't. With how many people they're releasing already?
yeah, dude, they're not even gonna arrest anyone unless they all
Right.
have dab pins. Then they're gone.
Yeah, unless they're all breaking the law, then yeah, I mean, you can get arrested for breaking the law, that's for sure. Hey, what's up, Swap?
How you
No.
doing, Swap?
I mean, technically, that would all be breaking the law, though.
Is there? I mean, I don't think it's a law though, is it?
It is. Yeah, you can get arrested for being out for no reason.
I've just heard about people getting fined for it. I haven't heard about people actually getting
Yeah, I
arrested in
don't know if you can
America.
get. I mean, can you fact check that for us?
What?
If you can
Like,
get arrested for being outside during the quarantine.
Cause all I've heard about is I heard about some one lady. There's some like protesters. There's some like pro-choice
oh my
protesters
god.
in California.
Pro-choice, dude.
Yeah, there's pro-choice protesters in California that got fined for for being outside and not following the order. That's the only really thing I've heard about it. I mean, I probably heard here and there that there's been like fines or whatever. I don't think I've heard anyone getting arrested from it though. Cause I mean, they're still like releasing people from jail and shit like that because
Imagine if pro-life protesters got arrested in Alabama, dude.
That
Like
would be
that shit would
bad.
be all over, bro.
That would be bad.
Dude, no, I mean, you want to talk a little bit about pro-life?
No. We need a girl on for that. We
yeah,
can't be too
Yeah.
gassy.
I don't think everyone's
Yeah.
gonna look at like four teenage boys talking about that shit and just be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh
We have no room to
right.
talk about that without a girl guest.
What's good? Oof
Facts.
oof.
Facts.
What's up, oof oof? How you doing?
All right, no, so what are we gonna keep on talking about? We're gonna go to the next one.
Didn't were we talking about like oil or some shit?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah. We're talking about how the oil like was selling at -$40 a barrel.
Yeah. So tell the backstory, Will.
Okay, so when you have oil companies, you have the Middle East and like Saudi Arabia and all those places, and then you have like, Russia, and then you have like the United States. The United States is getting up with Russia and Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia and Russia pretty much own like they're monopolies, pretty much, and they're fighting it out right now because they were in an agreement and something went wrong, and Russia went storming out the room and ramped up the production, even though the meeting was to talk about I was reading Grace's comment. No, so they're fighting out, and they ran out the room, and instead of dropping the production so that the price of oil goes up, they ramped up production, tanking the price of oil because when Russia did it, Saudi Arabia felt like they were being disrespected, and they ramped up production too, which is leaving out all these American oil companies because now these American oil companies can't compete. Like they're losing money every single barrel. Like because they can't sell it for more than -$40.
So
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Like
Say
we
the
can't
least.
sell oil for -$40 and be fine.
Oh
And
hell
we need
no.
to sell it for profit. And I mean if there's other countries that are easily giving it to us for -$40 and we're fracking for oil. Like our oil costs about $29 a barrel, where Saudi Arabia's cost about $10 a barrel. Like you can start digging in Saudi Arabia and they'll tell you like don't dig too deep cuz you may strike oil. Like there's that much oil content. So I mean, it's so cheap because they just like get it right out. Where ours is deep, deep down below like bedrock, and we have to frack, which is like blowing gases into the soil and shooting the oil out. So I mean, it costs much more than just pumping it straight out the ground like Saudi Arabia.
So, what do you think the long-term consequences of this will be? Because I don't know much about this. I don't know much about oil, anyways. So I'm gonna keep asking you questions.
So I think the long term effect. I mean, American oil would definitely be hurt. I mean, a lot of oil companies will probably go out unless the Fed steps in. But I mean, the Fed has been stepping in a lot. So I think that the Fed will probably end up stepping in and saving our oil business. Because I mean, We need oil business. I mean, like, we're learning how to do fracking. Like, we're doing it good now. It's killing the environment, but we're doing it good. And we're like a couple months ago, we were the leading producer of oil, all because of fucking Trump. But look, here's the thing: the Democrats are trying to stop oil.
Yeah, because of the environment, right?
Yeah, because of the environment. They're trying to kill all the oil companies. Imagine, dude. Imagine Oregon.
So, what do you think would be a better alternative? Because the environment is being hurt significantly from this.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest problems with our uh, generation is the environment. I mean,
But look. If you really look at it from another perspective, you can look like, I mean, we don't really know what's going on in Earth. Like, we don't even know what the coronavirus is. So why should we believe them about climate change and CO2 and all this other shit? Stop getting, like, guess what the top producer of CO2 is?
What's that?
Cows.
no way.
Or something like that. Look it up.
Cows. How?
Or they're like second or third, one of those. But I mean, like,
Fact check it.
because when they fart, they let out a lot of CO
No
two,
way.
and it lets a lot of it
Yeah,
into the
fact check that.
atmosphere, and that's why vegans are sometimes vegans because of the CO2 that cows let out. All animals do it. It's more. I'm pretty sure it's more than cars do. I mean, there's a lot of cows. I mean, just think
You
of how
think
many cows it
cows
takes.
fart
Just
is
Just
more
think
than
how many cows it takes
know.
for milk to be on demand in every single store in America, 24/7. I mean, that's a lot of fucking cows.
Fact, can you look it up?
Yeah, it says 87% of all human produced carbon dioxide emissions come from burning of fossil fuels
That's human
or
produced,
natural
right?
gas and oil.
I see a I see a chart that says top U.S. greenhouse gas emissions by economic sector in 2018. It says 28% goes to transportation, 27% electricity, 22% industry, 12% commercial and residential, and 10% agriculture.
Bro, bro.
Well, it makes up for a lot, though.
I mean, sure, yeah, but I don't think that the
I
leading
don't think
cause
just
of
cows though,
CO2
it's
gases is
agriculture in
cars
general.
is cows farting.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, but look, cows are like, dude, but they keep reproducing, so there's just more and more and more and more and more and more
But
and
that
more.
wasn't
That's
that
how.
wasn't 2018.
Okay, but it's 2020 now.
Come on, bro. That's you think cows are number one now?
No, I don't think they're number one, but they're high. I mean, they're not that low on the board.
So instead of like burning fossil fuels and whatnot, what do you think are some better alternatives for electricity?
Well,
The
I
wind.
think nuclear. I think nuclear is going to end up being the biggest thing. Because I mean, once we figure out how to do like how we learn to do like whatever it is, like the
That
anti
sounds really bad,
fusion
bro.
fusion reactors. Once we
That sounds
figure out how
bad
to
though.
no fusion reactors are not actually bad. Fusion
They
reactors
don't produce air pollution or emit carbon dioxide.
Really?
and they almost have zero chance of like blowing up and being catastrophic. Pretty sure they're safe, but we don't know how to do fusion yet.
Right, I was about to say there needs to be a little more research into that.
And they have to use a lot of hydrogen colliders and stuff to figure out.
It's
But I
very
mean, dude,
expensive.
once it's smashing atoms together. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
what?
fusion.
What?
Do you say something, Ethan?
Oh no. I said wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. No. Yeah, no. Well, I think once we get that, I mean, it's gonna make so much energy. I mean, it'll be able to power us for like one every single state.
What about like solar or wind energy?
Solar's
Like
terrible.
something.
What about
Solar
wind?
solar is terrible. Because listen, solar panels, first off, I mean, solar is good on a small level. So if everyone got solar panels on the top of their
Because,
house,
well, I'm
it
just
would be
saying
decent.
that. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm just saying that because nuclear energy is considered a non-renewable source, unlike solar or wind powered.
Yeah, it's a non-renewable source, but there's such an abundance of it that it wouldn't even matter because it wouldn't run out in our lifetime.
Yeah, Grace says nuclear energy is clean and effective.
Yeah, it's clean. It just boils water and it doesn't hurt us as long as it's done right. And I mean, once we get more and more and more and more research, we can automate it even more so that it's already automated. Like we don't even have to have any human like in it, like none of it, because it'll be so good that like a robot can do it, and I'd be safe with that. I'm not scared of that. I'll take my chances. I
That
mean,
goes into the go ahead.
we already have nuclear reactors, and we have humans making sure that they're not blowing up. So wouldn't you feel safe with robots making sure it's not blowing up?
Well, I mean, there always could be malfunctions, but that goes
Well, I
into
mean, we
the
could have one human, but like robots could take care of the rest.
that also goes into the AI conversation that we had in the last podcast, which is very interesting. If you haven't watched the last podcast, go ahead. And we actually posted some clips from previous podcasts on the channel.
Yeah, so if you haven't watched the clips, go watch those. Their only downside is the waste, but it is very rare to create harm if you keep it contained. Yeah, the waste is really bad with nuclear. That's the biggest problem is the nuclear waste. I don't know what we should do. I think we should bury it in Antarctica. You know what I'm saying?
So I see that I
Or
looked it
shoot
up
it to
in the.
Mars. Shoot it to Mars.
I mean, that might be a little
Dude,
expensive.
SpaceX. I mean, SpaceX would do it though. Dude, they'd do
It
anything
still might be
for
a little
clout.
expensive, even for Elon Musk.
Let's get Elon Musk on here, dude.
I would love to. Oh my, do you know how much I would love to have fucking Elon Musk
You know how
on
much
here,
that would
dude?
cost?
Yeah, how
Cost.
much to get Elon on here? How much? Just say a number.
Affect, how much?
Let me hold on.
You're our
2 million.
secretary. Run the numbers. Let's go. Chop chop.
Well, while our secretary is running the numbers, guys can click that link in the description so we can get started on getting Elon Musk.
Yeah, if y'all want us to get that fun going to get to get Elon Musk on the podcast, go ahead and click the first link in the description. Also, I looked it up and it says a major environmental concern related to nuclear power creation is nuclear waste.
Yeah,
There
that's what
is
I'm saying.
radioactive waste such as uranium mill tailings, spent reactor fuel, and other radioactive waste. These materials can remain radioactive and dangerous to human health for thousands of years.
Yeah, that's the only problem. But I mean, if you don't have to deal with, I mean, yeah, that's a bad part. But like, there's huge bunkers, and they're always like watched like 24/7. Like they have like security 24/7. I mean, but I think that they need to be buried in Antarctica on like a military base. I mean, that'll cost a lot of money though.
I think there's animals living in Antarctica, is there not? I mean, don't you think it would affect them?
I mean, it's not affecting us, and it's buried in like
Nah, bro,
Arizona.
you gotta. Damn, bro, why you? No, we can't bury it in Antarctica. I just don't see how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
Maybe
I just
Grace
don't know if
has
I
an
can side with
idea.
you on
Grace,
this.
where do you
Grace,
think? What do you think we
we
should
should
do?
bury it in Antarctica?
Antarctica? Why not? There's nothing there. Or buried on the moon.
There is.
Moon.
Well, like I said, that might be a little expensive to just shoot a bunch of rockets with nuclear waste up to the moon. I mean, I don't know if the government would be willing
That
to
could
fund
end
that.
very bad.
And that, yeah.
Like, do you?
Who
I don't
cares?
even know
They
where to
will blow
start.
up the moon. Who cares?
No, that it could
That
be
would
worse
be
than that.
fucking
It could be
crazy.
worse than that.
What would happen if the moon blew up? Let's look that up.
I mean, I think chunks of it. It depends how big the explosion is.
Holy shit, yeah, dude, chunks of it could be sucked in the earth.
Well, no, it would have to be big though.
Without the moon, tides would
All
fall,
right.
nights
She
would be
said.
darker,
She said.
seasons would
She
change.
said very. She said very true. But there are few waste facilities that are made to contain the United States. They work very well, and there's plenty of space. Yeah,
But
dude.
if we
Like,
start, but if we start replacing it with fossil fuels, will there be enough space to sustain it for the future? Because if we actually make it our main source of energy, eventually we're gonna
oh
run out of space.
shit. Yeah. Well, yeah, dude. We'd have a lot of nuclear waste.
But I mean, do you
Holy
think that's
crap.
do you think that's even in the realm of possibility that we will stop burning fossil fuels in our lifetimes maybe?
No. No. I don't
Not
think
even
fossil
a
fuels. I think fossil fuels will be gone in the next 50 years, but I don't think that they're gonna be gone anytime right now.
cuz I'm
You
just
know.
cuz like that's a big change. To just change the whole world's source of energy or even the whole country's main source of energy. I mean, that would take time, take money most certainly. And it would take a lot of convincing with the government because we know the government is not gonna, they might not cooperate with that very much.
Yeah, dude, they did a study and they have room space for the next 10,000 years. Yeah, but that may be 10,000 years, but we don't have any nuclear reactors going right now, or many at all so far. I mean,
So if we have all this space and it's such a great source of energy and all this and that, then why aren't we making the changes? Because of the cost
yeah,
or
it's
the
expensive. It's extremely expensive. I mean, imagine just like putting oil and burning it and making electricity compared to burning a uranium. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
or letting uranium explode slowly and make it all radioactive, and you have to have people like constantly checking it.
But do you think the cost would be worth it to save the environment?
No,
It wouldn't.
I don't care.
You
I
don't
don't
care
care.
about the environment?
I mean, dude,
Will
I'm
does not care about the environment.
You heard
well,
it here
no,
That's my
first.
conclusion.
because look, we're not thinking of it. We're not thinking of it as a state that only like is built on oil. Like, look at the richest countries in the world. They're built on oil. They're driving Lamborghinis everywhere. And we're over here in America, the least polluters, like, oh, we can't do that. We gotta take away all of our nice cars and start driving electric. Like, dude, like, electrics are literally pieces of shit, dude. Like, how many videos, like, if you look on YouTube, how many videos will you see of them be like, damn it, my Tesla broke? Like, fucking, dude, like, Lamborghinis don't just break like Teslas.
Would you be willing to talk to Elon Musk about that if we got him on here?
Yeah, I'd be able to talk to
Would you have
him.
the
Yeah, if we have a
balls to
guest
actually
for it.
call out Elon Musk on the flaws of
No,
Teslas? You wouldn't?
no. Yeah, I would. Well, I mean, I would tell him my opinion on Teslas.
So what do you
I
what do
mean,
you
I
what do
don't,
you think about that? Let's talk about Tesla for a second. Oh wait, hold on. Grace says we have a good amount because of the military. Also, it is not that expensive compared to others. In the long run, it is better. Only thing is that leftists are stingy.
yeah, because I don't want to spend any money. All right, now, so Teslas. I don't. It's like a love hate relationship, bro. But I mean, I don't. I don't think I'd ever really just go out and buy a Tesla because
Nah,
that's just not me, bro. Like, I'd rather drive a race car. I want to hear my car. Like, I want to shift the gears. Like, if I'm gonna spend that much money, I better be able to shift the gears because I just like feeling the shift of the gears.
but what about the people who don't want that?
Well,
You
I
wouldn't
mean,
even not even if it's considered like one of the safest cars on the road.
even if it's considered one of the safest cars on the road, the drive it's all about the driver. It doesn't matter about the car. Like, my mom's been driving for however, like forever, and she's never gotten in a crash. So I mean, it's all about the driver.
What if you're a
Like,
bad driver though? Would you recommend a Tesla if you can afford it?
no, because it's just ridiculously expensive at that point.
Do you
No, but
think
what if you can afford it and you don't want a race car? then would you want a Tesla or would you want a Nissan Altima? And if you want a normal
Well,
car
but
like
they're
that,
completely different. They're completely different prices. You're
I know,
looking
but
at a
I know, but what
Tesla
if?
or a
Yeah, but what if? No,
BMW.
no. Okay, yeah. Let's say that.
Tesla or BMW? Picking BMW. What are you talking about?
Okay, but what if?
Because I can customize my car.
But what
I
if
can
someone doesn't
go.
want to do all that? What if they just want to buy a new car and just drive it? Let's just say it's like a 60-year-old man.
Well, I mean, that 60-year-old man probably grew up a lot different. But I mean, like it's
Bruh,
the only
come
reason.
on.
The
You
only
just can't. You
reason.
just can't
No,
even.
but I mean, dude, if you when you start driving, you're gonna know what you like and what you don't like. And I mean, a lot of the car community would back me up by saying, no, I don't like a Tesla. Cars were made with shifters. Cars were made with engines.
Affect, what do you think?
And
I
cars
mean,
should still be and
Hold up,
engines are not even.
let Affect say something about this. Affect, what do you argue with this, bro? What do you think?
I mean, cars were invented with shifters for a reason. Like,
Bro, you don't know what Affect, what is the purpose of a shifter? I mean, that's a stupid question. You obviously know.
change the shift of the gear.
Yeah, I know that was a stupid question. I can't believe I just asked that.
Yeah, dude, like I mean like you actually like these cars could
Affect, when you drive
break.
a Tesla,
Hey, no,
say new cars.
imagine if Tesla could do this to you, right? They could be like, "Oh, so now the car's electric." So we can tell them when they need to go to the shop. So they could just be like, "Oh shit, your Tesla's broken. Go and take it to the shop." All right, that'll be a $400 bill,
Oh yeah, they
sir.
can just scam you, can't they?
Yeah, because I mean, look
I
at your
mean, but then
iPhone. Your iPhone
they
just starts breaking. The batteries go bad. Dude, the longevity of the car is not
that
that
could
long.
be
I
a
mean, look,
right there. That could be like some
the
Apple software.
longevity of the car is small, bro. I mean, just imagine if you just keep like reselling that same Tesla, bro. Like it ain't gonna charge like it was when it was new anymore. Same
Just
way as your
It's
phone
like an
doesn't.
iPhone.
right to piggyback on the iPhone thing. There's actually been like a multiple like conspiracies. I don't even know if they're conspiracies
Oh,
anymore because
they're like
They're not
they're damn near
I'm pretty
conspiracies.
sure
fact.
I'm pretty sure really facts. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Yeah,
I
yeah, they're
mean
not
because
conspiracies.
because when
they
they
have to
come out
make
with
money.
new iPhones and they release the updates, they release the software updates, then the old iPhones magically start breaking and having all these problems so that people buy new phones.
Same with Tesla, bro. If they know the person has a lot of money, they could know what car they have. So they're like, all right, this guy's car is going to break in like 10 years. So then it breaks in 10 years and you have to go get a new one.
Wow.
And look, and also, dude, yeah. Yeah, because 4K for it's like 4,000 for simple repairs because you can only go to a Tesla dealer to work on a Tesla, bro. Like you can only go to that one dealership. So just imagine not being able to go to any mechanic shops or anything like that and having to go to that dealer and having to wait in that long ass line of all those other idiots that have to go to that dealer. You're going to be sitting there like, "Damn it. I knew I should have got a real car.
Yeah,
I knew I should have got I knew I should have gotten a car that I could just look on YouTube and be like, hey, how do I fix this problem? And YouTube will tell you, oh, you can easily fix that problem. But with
For
a
a Lamborghini,
Tesla, they're going to be like, all right, well, first off, you need an IT degree, then you need to work for Tesla. Like, that's literally all it is. And I mean, that's bullshit, dude. There's like two
but what if your
YouTubers.
Ferrari breaks?
There's two. Well, what if your Ferrari breaks? You can actually fix your own Ferrari.
All right, I don't know if that's the best. I wouldn't want to fix my own.
So Astro says it's more like $4,000 for simple repairs because only certified places can do repairs on Teslas. They won't last 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Damn.
saying. The batteries will not
10
last
years?
10 years. Like, fundamentally, if you buy a Tesla, you're buying something that is depreciating 2 times, if not 4, probably 10 or 20 times as much as a regular car. Because that battery, once it's gone, you know how much that battery is going to cost? It's going to be like $5,000, $10,000 to replace that Tesla battery, dude. I mean, you're buying a $70,000, $80,000 car that the battery's gonna go bad in. Like, why would you ever buy that when instead gas is still here, bro? I mean, as long as there's gas, my car will run. As long as it has gas, my car will run. Think if you're in a sticky situation where say like you forget your phone to charge. What if you forget to charge your car and you wake up in the morning and your car's fucking dead?
Yeah, that seems like an issue.
Yeah, when instead, like, say your car's out of gas. Oh, well, my lawnmower uses the same exact gas. Take the fucking tank and just fill it up with gas.
Yo, is that? But like, isn't that like shitty gas?
That's not nice.
Yeah,
Man, that
Astro
was-
said my gas tank,
Oh, I know
my
y'all
gas
heard that
tank
shit.
ain't gonna start holding less,
I
but
know
your
y'all
battery
heard
will.
Y'all
Yeah,
heard
dude.
that shit?
What?
Heard the Siri.
Yo, Siri, dude, the government's Musk. We need to chill. We need to chill about this topic.
Why?
Elon Musk is listening, bro.
He's always watching.
No, dude, it's true. Yeah, dude. Why would you ever? No, that's my thoughts about Tesla. That's my thoughts about Tesla. Tyler.
Here are 4 Elon Musk movies.
Yo,
Have we talked about I'm just looking at the topics from previous podcasts. Did we talk about the illegal immigrant pandemic rights? Did we ever
No, we haven't talked about that before.
Do you have any information or knowledge that you'd like to share about that? 'Cause I don't know anything about that.
Well, I'll
What-
change the topic a little bit. I was
yeah,
watching.
we need to get.
No. I'll change the topic a little bit. I was watching this. Takes 5 minutes to go fill my gas, but takes 45 minutes to get a full charge. Yeah, that's facts. Dude,
Yeah.
no. So I was watching this video where these immigrants were like, all these legal citizens are getting all these like coronavirus money and stuff, but we're not getting anything. And I'm like, yeah, like what did you expect to happen? Like when unexpected things happen, if you're not a citizen, you're not a citizen, right?
I mean, I don't
mean-
think that it's really I don't know how to word this right, because let's just say I don't know a lot about the conditions in other countries. I know that there's a lot of stuff going on right now, but I don't know why anyone would choose to come to a country illegally and be in danger of just having their fucking house broken into at any time and having their whole family taken away from them.
I
Just
mean, their
because,
countries must be bad.
yeah, obviously they must be bad, but
I mean, that's
why would you risk you and your family's life to to come here illegally and risk just being sent right back?
I mean, I see why.
they want the
Look,
American
look
dream.
how we're
Who
living
doesn't?
right now.
Who
Look
doesn't want the
where
American
we
dream?
are.
I mean, some
But
people will
right.
take that risk just to try live the American dream because their life right now maybe isn't even worth it if they don't. I mean,
But
it's
they
a
have
bad
to,
thought.
yeah, right. But
but-
they have to understand that there is a way to come into the United States because we're not all from the United States. Someone had to come overseas to come to the United States. So, and we all got into the States the same way. They all
Right, my
have to
mom
just
isn't from
get
the
it.
United States.
Right. So they have to just get in the legal way, I feel like. It's kind of like we're talking too much about it. This has like been going on for years now. I mean, sure, they do jobs for cheap, but this is not how the United States is going to have to be run. I mean, like the actual citizens don't actually go to work and actually do work. Like if they actually worked, we wouldn't have a problem. Like over in Texas, they'd rather hire illegal immigrants because they will work for cheaper and harder than any citizen.
Yeah, because you could pay them under the table.
Well, yeah, but they're going to work harder though because they don't want to go back. They know how bad it could be and they see how good it is right now and it's way better, so they'll work harder. But I mean, Americans just need to start learning how to actually go to work and working hard so that we don't have the problem where we do have to get other people to do the job. I mean, why do you think all the companies are over in China? Because everyone in America is just too whiny about minimum wages and now we're in tons of debt because of it.
So you're saying that it's the American people's fault, and that's why we have illegal immigrants coming into the country and getting paid
What
less?
if government? What if the government just didn't make as much money as they do? Didn't make as much boatloads of unnecessary money, and just gave more to everybody. Imagine
That
how
would be
more people.
that would be socialistic.
I mean, yeah, well, I mean, they're not even making that much money right now, as you know, because we're in debt, obviously.
Yeah,
But
and the interest rates are cut right now. They're not making any money. But the problem is that the illegal, like American people, don't want to do anything. Like, look at Skid Row. Like, Americans are lazy. Like, we don't want to do anything. There's a wage gap. We're making all the boatloads of money. We're paying taxes. We're giving it to the poor people. The poor people are going to the store. They're making the store. We invest in the stocks of that store, so we make more money too. And then it just keeps going over and over and over. No one wants to actually work. So if you don't want to actually, like, just think, right below us, people have food stamps. I mean, people at my store that shop at my Kroger, some people still have food stamps, and you're like, man, this is crazy. I mean, people are coming up and around here, and they have food stamps when instead they could be working like the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's not hard, bro. Like, look at it. Like, there's places like Kroger's and McDonald's, which literally will hire anybody to go get a job.
do you think these people choose unemployment, or do you think that there's
Well, I think
reasons
that
that they
they,
aren't employed?
well, I feel like it's a little bit of both. I feel like some people just don't want to go get a job unless it's the job that they had, you know? Because, I mean, crack addicts, they're not going and like they're not going and trying to get a job. They're just trying to eat, so they get food stamps. You know what I'm saying? And we still have to pay for those people, even if they go to jail. Like that's why we got to stop sending so many people to jail for stupid crime. Because people can just go to jail for free, and we have to pay
Yeah,
$80,000 for them.
costs a lot of
Like,
money to send people to
yeah,
jail.
so we just need to stop sending people to jail for no reason. Because, like, dude, there some like a lot of the hood, like people that are living on the streets, which is a lot of the people in the jail, are just trying to be warm every night. Like, we need to do actual things to help those people. Like, get them homeless shelters, get them more food, make them get a job. You know what I'm saying? Don't make them go back on the streets and make them go inside somewhere and make them stop smoking weed. We need to just make them get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need social workers out there. Like, hey, have you gotten a job yet? No? All right. Well, we have signups right here. You can work at that job right down the street over there. And they can start working and making money and then buy a house. And social workers are like, all right, you need a house now. Let's go get you a house. You need
Right.
clothes. Go get you clothes. Like, we need people to actually go down there, stop being scared of those people, and get them out the hood. Because we're not doing anything because we don't even want the people down there out the hood. You understand? Like, we don't want the black people up in Mason. That's why we're not going. Like, we're sending money in Mason to crazy ass, like, random things, like stupid organizations, and we can't even give people that can't even afford to live a couple miles down the road, anything. We don't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't donate to those people. We don't actually try to get them out the hood. There's no, like, what donation do you see to try to get homeless people out on any TV station? Like, you see the dog one from Mason before you see the one from the hood trying to get those people out the hood.
That's facts. You see that dog one?
Like,
I mean, we fuck
we
with
don't just
dogs.
trying to get
Come
everyone
on.
out the hood, trying to get people jobs. No, there's no organization for that. Like, it ain't exist. So everyone is fucked, bro. Like everyone needs to start making more money. I mean, you realize Dubai, everyone's rich. America
Yeah, think
could be the
about the
same
life.
way. Just think if everyone in America was rich and actually had money.
Right. If everyone just had good work ethic, I think our country would be a lot more stable.
I mean,
Well, there's plenty of people
granted,
that are in situations like that. If they're in the hood, you know, if, whatever you want to call it, that do have great work ethics. That
yeah, but here's the problem. All they keep saying is the richer keep getting richer and the poorer keep getting poorer.
and it's
But
true.
but the poorer could start getting more money if they actually went to work. You know, if they actually kept with a job. Like if they actually like keep working, getting a job, and actually try to hold the job, try to get better, try to go to social work. And I mean, the people doing drugs, there's no way to help them.
But
I mean,
wouldn't you agree that rich people have a hell of a lot more opportunities than the people in urban areas?
Of course. But you have to work your way up. I mean, look, if you're born in a rich family, then you know what? You are very fortunate. But if you're not, you you gotta like it's very hard, but you gotta know, okay, I'm gonna have to work harder. Like, look, I have ADHD. I'm gonna have to work harder at school to get the good
no, bro.
grades.
I work well. Like I work hard enough for my own stuff. I can talk on it, bro. I'll say no. No, you can go to work because I live up in this nice place, but it doesn't mean that you can't figure out how to get to work. Like you can Uber. Like Uber is a thing. Like you can actually go places. Like they're like, "Oh, well, I couldn't get to court because I don't have a ride." Bro, Uber's been around for years now.
Yeah, but what
Oh,
if they
I
can't
don't.
afford Uber? Well, then again,
Well,
actually, if you get a job, Ubering to your job is gonna be a lot more. You're gonna make a lot more money to
right,
pay for the
right, right,
Ubers.
right, right. If you go to your job for one day, you will make enough money to buy Ubers for a whole month.
Uh, Astro says Affect got sound from work yesterday. Affect, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, Affect, let's talk about that story time.
What
About
happened at work
what?
yesterday?
Oh, I wasn't wearing my mask right because apparently as soon as all employees that enter the building, they have to wear that mask a certain way. And apparently I wasn't doing it because the mask was not covering my nose. So my manager, she's like, no, what was that?
The mask wasn't covering your nose?
Yeah, like I just don't want to put it on my nose because if I do and I breathe like a
What do you
little
think the
bit
mask is for?
to cover your mouth.
Dude, Affect's the type of guy to be like, dude, I cut a hole of the mouth part of my mask so I can still eat, but I'm wearing my mask.
No, it's not like that. It's like if I cover the mask, if I put the mask over my nose and start to breathe, it's gonna start fogging up my glasses, and like just can't deal with that at work, you know.
But
Right, I like
that's kind of what the mask is for, to cover your nose and mouth. He said you got 3 warnings. What the hell, Affect?
Affect, you got 3 fucking warnings. What
yeah, it
happened?
doesn't matter, dude. He's working at Kroger now.
No, but wait, what
Fuck
happened,
Walmart.
Affect? So go
Yeah,
on.
nah, I might as well go out with a bang, you know.
Affect, so what happened?
The fucking supervisor like approached me like 4 different times, told me about it. It was like, yeah, if I catch you doing it again, you're leaving. I was like, all right.
So why
And
didn't you
she
fix it?
I
And then what
did.
happened? And then what happened?
Called me again. She's like, what the heck? Do you not hear me? And I was like, I'm sorry. She walked a third time. She was really pissed this time because like she like right before lunch, so she was like angry. And then she was like, yo, are you serious? Like one more time and you're seriously gonna be out. And then the next time it was after lunch, she saw it and she's like, all right, get out.
Why didn't you fix it?
Wait, so what
Nah,
happened? What happened?
I left. Like
She
I
kicked
talked
you
to one
out?
of yeah, I talked to my manager and he clocked me out.
So, so
So
when
she
she
thought you
asked you to fix your mask, you just didn't
Nah,
fix it.
I did though. That's the thing, but it just kept on like slipping under because like I would talk to people and that would move my jaw.
Affect, you're supposed to talk to people with the mask on. That's the whole purpose.
I do talk with the mask on.
So wait, FX. So every time she caught you, you were talking to another worker instead of working. That's what
No.
you're
All right, because she put me in the front entrance. I wasn't even. I didn't even have a job besides just standing in the entrance. So like, I wasn't even supposed to be doing anything anyway. Yeah.
Okay, sounds like you need a new job because I don't know what's going on over
Affleck
there.
has
Yeah,
a
that's
new
why I'm
job.
going to Kroger.
You
He works
either
at
need a new
Kroger.
job or you just need to learn how to wear a mask, right?
Affleck works at the deli now, and you're gonna have to wear a mask.
So
I'll wear
you,
that. I don't care.
Good, and you're gonna have to wear a hairnet and a beard net.
You said a beard net?
Yeah,
I don't have a fucking beard. It's a light stubble. It's not even considered a beard.
that's definitely a beard.
No, it's not.
fact
Affleck,
check.
you had door duty.
It's just a little bit of facial hair.
Wait, Affleck, you had door duty.
Yeah.
Which,
Because Walmart's not allowed to have a certain amount of people inside the store at a time.
so you were outside greeting people.
Yeah.
Did you have a suit? Like, did they give you like a suit to wear,
Fucking
like a
suit,
clown,
Ethan.
outfit to greet people and hand out balloons and balloon animals?
No, they just
No.
gave me a test.
Why do they want someone greeting people during the coronavirus? When it's
It's
just
not
spreading
greeting people.
everywhere?
It's just
Affect,
like,
do they even teach you the facts about milk?
no.
Oh,
Oh
fuck
my
Walmart.
God.
You gotta get
Never
out
got
of
that.
there. Fuck them.
I'll fuck you.
Will, tell us about
Whoa.
milk.
Dude,
Will,
Look,
I've
I
this
already
is
want to
told
hear
you
about
about.
milk, bruh.
Everyone
I've
wants to hear
already
about
told
milk.
you
Give me
everything I know about
No,
milk.
Will, you do know
God
more.
damn it, Will. Tell us about milk.
Tell us about milk.
All right, what do you want to know?
Anything, bro.
Everything you know.
Will, what do you think about the percentage of milk? The
Oh
1%?
yeah, I'll talk about the percentage. So, do you guys realize that there's skim milk, which is 0% milk or fat? There's 1% fat, which is 1% fat. There's 2% fat, which is 2% fat, and then there's whole milk, which is 50% fat.
Oh, that is crazy.
Yeah, did you not like? No one realizes that, but dude, like literally on the box, I like read it the other day while I was stocking that shit. Like, never
Yeah,
realized it. It said like
Will, do you
and 2% said
Will,
2% said
do you
what?
realize that 1% milk is 2 grams of fat per cup, and 2% milk is 4.9 grams of fat per cup? Per
Yeah,
gram.
yeah. It's not the same conversion. It's percentage, not grams, dude.
No, but
A
look, no,
gallon of milk
Listen to me.
is
One
50%
quart.
fat.
Look. 1 quart of 1% milk
Okay,
is
no, I'm not
9 grams of
talking.
total fat, and 1 quart of 2%
Okay,
milk is
9
19
grams.
grams. Is 19 grams for 2% milk. That's a big difference, bro. That's double.
Yeah, because it's 2% and 1%, you idiot. And then there's whole milk, which is 50%.
That's a good point. Why don't they have 25% for the people who like 25% milk?
Well, no, why would they put even one in there? Like, who even. I mean, and dude, the thing is, people drink tons of 1% milk for some reason. I'm like,
Really?
why? Yeah, like, I sell tons of 1% milk. Who's Astro?
No, I never heard of him.
FN.
Astro, what's your first name? Well, he works with you, obviously.
Mm,
I just linked the Discord server in the description. It is now there. You might need to refresh the page or whatever. But everyone,
No, I see it.
go ahead and join the server, I guess. But you better click that first link before you click the Discord server. And follow us on social media.
Nah, dude. I mean, yeah, that's why I don't know, dude. There's so much weird stuff, like 50% fat compared to 2% fat. Like, what the fuck?
How could they? It's Ryan.
His name is Ryan.
It's Ryan, dude.
Ryan
You don't know
Bailey?
Ryan? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh,
What
yeah,
up,
that's
Ryan?
Ryan Bailey. Yeah.
Wait, so he said, so what if I combine 2 gallons of whole milk You get 100% fat.
No, bruh.
No, Ryan.
What?
You would get 50%.
No, it's saturation of fat. So the saturation of fat would still be 50 because you'd add another 50% of regular.
No, yeah, I think he was. I don't think he was being serious. Well,
No, but you realize that like milk, like when you have skim milk, it's literally just water because it's like the fat is actually what makes milk. Milk, like that's the reason why you actually drink milk, is for the fat.
so if you're
And
drinking skim milk, you're basically drinking tip water that tastes like milk.
pretty much, but it doesn't even taste like milk. But the thing is that
You basically
like
drink tip
whole
water.
milk, like the thing
Milk-
about milk fats is milk fats are not actually bad for you. Like whole milk fat is actually not a bad fat for you to drink. Like so you might as well buy whole or 2%. But I mean whole milk
Yeah, I
is
like that
also
2% milk. You dig? 2%
yeah, I like
gain.
2%. I like 2% more than whole.
It's
Because
just
dude, I mean
it's the
whole
perfect
milk
amount of fat. It's the
yeah,
perfect
whole milk
amount.
is ridiculous, dude. Whole milk is like almost like have you milk?
No, tell us about it, bro.
Dude, buttermilk comes in nasty, dude. So it looks like when you pick it up, it's like orange underneath, and it's like looks like it's curdled milk on top. And you like shake it up, and it's literally just like lard and fucking water. It
Who?
is so.
Okay.
You
What
use
is?
it to bake. You don't use it to like drink.
I
But I
was
mean,
about to
some
say.
people probably do drink buttermilk. I mean, like
Ugh.
buttermilk biscuits. Like, why do you think they taste so good? It's because they're so fattening. They literally use butter in the recipe.
So, do you guys prefer milk or orange juice?
Orange juice.
You
Orange
prefer
juice. Hey,
orange
look,
juice?
Or do
look
you
at this. Look at
do you
this.
prefer
Do
coffee or
people
orange
drink
juice?
buttermilk? Do people drink buttermilk? For the people who have trouble digesting regular milk,
No.
buttermilk contains many of the
No,
same
bruh.
nutrients.
Then you would
Do you
just
guys
drink skim
prefer
milk.
No,
do
but
you guys
listen.
prefer
No, but
shut
listen.
up. Do
Buttermilk
you
contained many of the same nutrients, but it's easier to digest because the lactic acid bacteria feed on lactose, a kind of sugar in milk that makes people sick. Next time you want to reach for an ice cold glass of milk, try buttermilk instead.
No, bruh. That's what skim milk's for. My mom is lactose intolerant. She needs
Yeah,
fucking
I don't
skim milk.
know. Yeah,
No,
I don't
No,
know.
but skim milk is not actually what it is. You get lactose free milk, which is ultra pastoral. And that keeps you from getting like lactate. It's just lactose free milk. Then there's just lactose free milk. But dude,
So,
there's so many different types of milk. Like you won't even believe it, dude. Like there are so many idiots. Like there's a idiot born every single day. Like you got like you got organic, like Horizon organic milk is absolutely ridiculous. They
I'm
have
just
3 different types of milk for every single type of milk. So they have like grass-fed milk, DHA milk, and regular organic.
I'm just
And they have
curious,
it.
okay? Because I don't want to talk
Yeah.
about milk anymore. Do y'all prefer pulp or no pulp in the orange
No, do you
juice?
guys prefer orange juice or coffee for
What? That's not even a fair
Pulp or
comparison.
no pulp?
No
pulp or no
pulp.
pulp? Yeah, no pulp.
Does does anyone here prefer pulp? Cause that shit
Er,
is I cannot stand pulp in my orange juice.
Nah,
I
that's it.
love pulp
No,
In
Ryan.
fact, why? I would love to hear
No.
the reason why.
because like whenever you drink orange juice, you don't really want to drink stuff rather than like eat some like you just love that feeling of pulp going like
Pause right there. Pause. I don't know what you're about to say, but I don't like it. Okay,
nah
you need to
pulp is
chill.
just pulp adds the taste to orange juice.
I don't really think it does.
no, it
No,
doesn't.
man, it doesn't.
But no, but I. What's your favorite brand of orange juice?
Uh,
What's the
uh,
brand that makes the orange mango juice?
Oh,
uh
Minute
Tropic.
Maid.
Oh, is it? Nah.
I thought it was
yeah.
Tropicana.
Well, there's
Tropicana's the shit.
Tropicana. Well, dude, all of them make the
No,
same
it's
type
it's
of shit.
simply orange. That shit's so fire.
Oh,
Oh,
Simply Orange, dude. Guess what?
Yes.
So the weird thing about Simply Orange is that Simply is owned by Kroger. So is Private Selection. And Simply Truth and Kroger brand are so closely linked. Like it's not even funny.
But that's just
Like
funny.
not even fun.
But Dex
But yeah,
says,
that
"How
shit
the
is
fuck y'all
fire.
talk about milk for so long?" Hey, we asked Will to spit some knowledge about this because at work
Me
he
and
likes to
Will
talk. He likes
work
to
with
talk a
milk
lot
all
about
day
milk
long.
apparently.
Me and Will work with milk all day long and talk about it.
So that's why Dex.
We're milkmen.
Nah, dude, my favorite orange juice is Florida's Natural. If you haven't had Florida's Natural, dude, you haven't had good orange juice yet.
I just like the Simply because they have the orange mango shit and it smacks. If y'all
Well,
haven't had it,
Tropicana does too.
well, I haven't tried Tropicana. But
Tropicana, dude,
You
like they're
sleeping?
all different types of all the different brands are they like sell the exact same thing. You just have to actually go to the store and realize it. Like everyone has like a certain brand that they just like feel comfortable drinking, right? But like if you actually go in the store and look at every single different type of drink, you'll be like, "Oh shit." Like dude, Florida's Natural. I tried it in Florida like a long time ago and I've never drank orange like a different orange juice from that. Like it's all real orange juice. Like Tropicana is actually the nastiest orange juice ever, dude.
is it?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's actually it's not actual orange. Like it's from concentrate.
It's like
So it's
flavor.
Isn't
no, it
Tropicana?
doesn't. It's not to add. Well, it is to add flavor because what they do is they squeeze the oranges, they let it sit for like forever, and then or they like cool it or whatever, but it lets out the taste. So they take concentrated orange flavoring, dump it in there, dump color in there,
Ew.
and
Wait,
then they just repackage it.
so isn't
Nice.
like I forget, isn't like Tropican or like Minute Maid or one of those companies actually owned by Coke?
Minute Maid is owned by Coke.
Yeah, because
But
I
Minute
was watching the Florida's Natural commercials and they said they were throwing shade at him in the
I mean, yeah,
commercial.
this
Yeah.
Minute Maid, but this Minute
Well,
Maid is
Minute
actually
Maid is
only making
disgusting,
juice.
dude.
Minute Maid isn't juice; it's sugar.
No, Minute Maid is also just straight concentrate. Like, why do you think the name is Minute Maid? It's because it's literally made in a minute because it's from concentrate. It's Minute Maid. Like, it's
Damn, they
in the
exposing
name
themselves.
that it's made in a minute from concentrate. So why would you ever drink Minute Maid? Like people are like, "Oh, Minute Maid it tastes so natural." No, it's literally made in a minute from concentrate. Like they literally just take water, flavoring of orange, and a little bit of dye, mix it all together, add a lot of sugar, and boom, you have Minute
Disgusting. How
Maid.
could you?
Well, y'all want to talk about that, but y'all be drinking Red Bull all day, so
But I mean,
I
Red
mean, dude, we
Bull
don't do it for the health benefits.
there
was
is no health
actually
benefits.
I know there isn't. We do it
Red
to
Bull's
get through the
actually the
workday.
top. Red Bull's actually the top drink in the world because Monster in them, like they're not actually that big in other countries except for like the UK. Red Bull is big all over the world. Like you cannot go to one part of the world that doesn't have Red Bull in it.
Yeah, I got Red
Like
Bull
that's
sitting
how
on my
big
desk
Red
right
Bull
now.
is.
I mean, I do too. I actually have a few empty cans that I need to clean out, but fucking
Yeah,
No,
I
but
got
like
three over here.
I don't do it just to like stay up and play video games. I mean, I do it to get through work. I don't know. It helps a
I
lot.
mean, I was just saying y'all want to talk about all how like Minute Maid is
Oh,
nasty.
we
It's all
know how bad it
concentrated.
is.
Yeah,
We know how bad it is. But when you gotta wake up at 5 a.m. to make some money,
I mean, shit.
I'd
There's not
rather make that money,
right not much
drink
else you
that
can
Red
do
Bull.
at that point, unless you
Right.
want to drink coffee, which might
I
upset your
mean,
stomach.
but you don't got no time to make
Yeah,
coffee.
dude, coffee. The only thing I don't like about coffee, like it tastes good,
It's not
but
convenient.
it fucks my stomach up, dude.
Same.
Oh yeah.
Like an hour later, you're like, oh man. I mean, I
That's why
feel
you
like
gotta
a
drink
real
black
man
coffee.
now, but
That's why
my
you gotta drink
stomach
black
makes me
coffee.
want to shit my
Well,
pants,
are you
dude.
lactose intolerant, Will?
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant.
Well, I mean that's part of the reason.
Will, you used to drink so
Shut up.
much frappuccinos, bro. I just realized that.
Well, no, I don't drink frappuccinos. I'm talking
You
about
used
regular
to.
coffee.
I'm talking
Like
you
regular
used to so
coffee.
much.
Yeah, I like frappuccino. Java chip caramel frappuccino.
Bro,
But
that gotta have so much lactose.
no, it doesn't.
I
Doesn't
mean,
have that much
there's a lot of
lactose.
milk in there for sure. Astro says I prefer Rain. Is that an energy drink?
Yeah, it's an energy drink. Rain. I mean, dude, I think Rain is just like a knockoff Red Bull and Monster, dude. Like, I don't like I used to get off on the bangs. I used to be like, oh yeah, dude, these bangs get you revved up. But they are way overpriced, dude. Like they can't even compete in like the game. Because like if you actually see the prices and realize what you're paying for Rain, they're the exact same flavors and everything, but Monster and Red Bull have a much better taste. And well, I mean, Bangs. The good thing about them is they're supposed to be natural,
They
but I
loaded with
mean,
they loaded with
300
300
milligrams
is a
of
lot.
caffeine. That's
that's
like too
pre-workout.
much.
That's
Yeah, that's like
pre-workout.
too much for me, dude. Like, there's no reason you should ever. I mean, you
Yeah,
realize
it's
that with
straight. It's
even
straight
Red Bull,
pre-workout.
with Red Bull, like your body doesn't actually just keep absorbing caffeine. Like once you have enough caffeine, you just piss out the rest. It's like your cap
Oh
of
yeah, you drink one
caffeine
Red Bull, you
may be
definitely
like
piss.
70 milligrams. If you drink a whole bang in one sitting, piss them right out.
It's like protein. If you have too much, the rest just goes to waste.
Right. So there's no reason to like just like shoot yourself up with hella uh, caffeine if there's no need, and you can just like drink one Red Bull. And Red Bulls actually go down so smooth. Like I mean, you
Oh
can
yeah.
just like they're like they go down ridiculously smooth.
Y'all like Rockstar? I used to be a
I
big
had
fan of
one today
Rockstar.
with
I
lunch.
used to be a huge Rockstar
Right.
fan, but I hate it now, dude.
Yeah, I had one with lunch, and I realized, yeah, they cool,
I feel like it's
but
for little kids. It's like
yeah, exactly.
super sugary, like
Yeah, it's
super
too much.
sugary.
It's too much.
I used to be a big fan back in like I don't even know,
Yeah,
like
dude.
middle
We all did.
school.
Remember when we all went to the gym? Because we all
Yeah.
went to the gym, dude, and we all get those red ones.
Yeah, the fruit punch flavor and fucking
Yeah. So I mean, we grew up on it. And it was good, but it was like the only one there. I mean, and then the monster. I mean, we just didn't know what we were doing at the time, dude.
Yeah, facts.
We were just like, "Oh, this one tastes sugary. It must get me way more pumped up."
I mean
Don't drink
Monster,
energy
in
drinks
my
before the
opinion,
gym.
Monster is probably the best tasting energy drink.
Yeah, it's probably the best tasting, but I mean, Red Bull is the best refreshing taste. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't
I
drink like a
love the taste of
monster and
Red
be
Bull.
like, oh wow, I feel so refreshed. No, I'm like, oh, I need a burp. But like Red Bull is just like water, dude. It's just like go 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 go. Oh man, I'm fucking I'm like I'm
Oh
revved
yeah.
up now,
When you
dude.
no, when you finish
Astro
when you
says, "How
finish,
about G
oh,
Fuel?"
G Fuel? I don't I'm not a G Fuel.
I mean,
I
I've
mean,
never tried it, so I can't
I
talk
had
about
I've
it.
some.
tried it.
I might have had some of yours, Ryan. Or actually, no, it might have been Derek's. I had some G Fuel at lunch a while ago, and it's actually not bad. The only thing I don't like about G Fuel, the taste.
Chalky.
It's really like you could just taste the powder. The texture is just weird. Like it tastes
Yeah.
fine, right? The taste is good, but the texture is just I don't like it.
It's off.
What do you think about gaming and energy drinks and like G Fuel and all that? To do that and stay up. I think that's
I don't think
ridiculous.
it's really gonna work out eventually because I feel like gaming is just getting more and more out of hand at this point, and
Yeah,
more
don't do
people
that.
are more and more people are just getting their hands in the in the pot right now, and I feel like there's just a lot of gamers that are watching these YouTubers like, oh, G Fuel must be the best thing on the planet. I could
Yeah, when
win
they're just getting
every
paid to
single.
endorse the product. I mean,
It's one thing that you guys are drinking this stuff because you work all day and you work so early
Right,
and
but
you
if you're
need.
just sitting on your ass all day and you're just drinking G Fuel to stay up, that's not healthy, bro. I
or
mean, you
Red Bull
can't.
or whatever.
Well, I mean, Red Bull's different. I mean, like, you're not gonna just sit there and drink Red Bull all day because it's so expensive. But G Fuel is literally like just pre workout. Like, it's just like literally drinking pre workout all day long. Like, the cheapest form of caffeine that literally is just a concentrate mixed with water.
Yo,
Makes it.
That's
B Mace
interesting.
says that it literally says in the of G Fuel that it causes birth defects.
That's very interesting. Does it actually? Hold up.
I mean, Keemstar has a G Fuel flavor, so we got to get into the news. You know what I'm saying? Keemstar, are you causing birth defects?
That's what California says on everything.
It
Yeah,
says G Fuel allegedly contains more than the safe harbor daily dosage of lead, which is known to cause cancer and
Whoa!
birth defects, as
Let?
well as other reproductive harm.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's why we
good.
don't drink G Fuel,
That's
bro.
why I don't drink G Fuel, guys.
Wow, I didn't know that at all.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
That's fucked up.
That's what I'm saying, dude. These people are getting their nasty, dirty hands in this pot, dude. And, like, we don't know what they're actually selling us.
And I
Like
mean
they're literally poisoning us for profit.
the gamers who sit on their ass all day, and like you said, they don't need caffeine. Like you said, Astro. And I mean, those are the same people who wonder why they have insomnia, bro.
Right. I
And then
mean,
wonder why they crash so hard in all day. I'm not saying all gamers. I have nothing. Everyone.
Well, yeah, I feel like
I'm
it's a
just saying the people who
scheme.
are extreme, like
No,
addicted
it's a
to it.
it's a scheme, bro. Because these people are just drinking tons of this stuff, and they're just getting revved up. But their crash every time
That's
is
what I'm saying.
worse
That's
and
why you
worse
sleep
and
in so
worse and
much.
worse and worse and worse. But they're not sleeping in. They're just gaming all night long, waking up at 10, drinking more G Fuel, making videos, and keep going. Like, that's for like YouTubers are like, oh, drink this stuff and you'll be able to be as good as me. And they're gonna be able to fucking wake up at like ridiculous times and record and do all this other stuff. And I'm like, dude, like you don't need G Fuel to do that.
You just
Like
need
you
some
shouldn't be doing it in
motivation.
the
God
first
damn it!
place.
right. There's definitely. I mean, everyone could use a little bit of energy, a little kick here and there, but there's other ways than caffeine.
Yeah, I
And when you're
mean,
sitting on your ass all day, there's probably definitely better, healthier, more
if you
effective
start getting
ways.
off your ass, then you'll get more energy, anyways.
That is
Like,
true. If
come
you
on.
just decide to like eat healthier foods and like do a little bit of exercising, then you'll have energy for sure.
Exactly.
Does anyone want
All
to?
right.
Do we want to wrap it up with anything?
I'm satisfied.
Yeah,
I'm satisfied.
guys, please practice your social distancing. Don't make the mistake that those stupid high school students made.
Yeah, if you did that and went out and did that,
Shame on you.
I spit on you.
Shame. Anyways,
Peasants.
I appreciate everyone for coming out. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Affect, do you have anything to say? Wait.
Affect, wrap it up.
Wrap this up like
Um,
safe sex, Affect.
Make sure to smash that like button and make sure to subscribe to the Dubcast and can't wait till next time.
Wear protection.
Yes, sir. You heard the
Oh, and check out our new videos.
Yeah, check out our clips, by the way. All right, I'll see y'all. See y'all in the next one.